Welcome back, everyone, to the Popcorn Podcast. I'm your host, Tommy Cresta. Alongside me is Ryan Ferran, and this is episode 27. And today we're going to be doing the spoiler review of Matt Reeves' The Batman. Ryan, are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we saw this on Thursday?
Yeah.
Thursday at a fan screening, and then I went and saw it yesterday for an IMAX screening. And holy cow, this movie is... This movie's incredible.
This movie's fantastic.
And I don't even want to say it's a great superhero movie because I feel like that's without a doubt. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
And yeah, we're really excited to hop right in this because this is going to be a spoiler review. So we're going to be breaking down scenes, spoilers, everything like that. So please, if you haven't seen the movie, go listen to our spoiler-free episode, go watch the movie, and then come back and listen to this episode. But yeah, I think we should hop right into it.
Yeah.
So the movie opens to Ave Maria. If anyone knows, it's a very famous church song. It's in The Godfather. It's in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
And the scene opens to what you see is a man looking through binoculars into an apartment building. And you hear this heavy breathing. And it's creepy. It's a creepy opening.
It's really creepy.
And you see the nuns walking by. It sets a vibe from the very first scene. This is not your mom's Batman.
Yeah.
But and then you eventually see a little boy in what looks like a ninja costume because it is Halloween day. And he starts playing with a sword, and then his dad comes in and he kills, quote unquote, his dad. A little foreshadowing.
Yeah.
And you see hugs his son, and then the mom and the son leave to go trick-or-treating. I mean, that's what I'm assuming happens.
Yeah, because they said that they weren't home because they were trick-or-treating.
Yeah. And then it then cuts. Well, it shows him looking up towards the roof with the binoculars, continuing with the heavy breathing. It shows a little opening.
Yeah.
And it cuts to that opening, but later on in the night. And we find out that this is Mayor Mitchell, the mayor of Gotham, and he is up for re-election against, what's her name?
Bella Real.
Yep. And you can hear him on the phone. He's talking to somebody. He's like, how is she still tied with me? We were supposed to get a boost in the polls.
Yeah.
So you can tell he's already corrupt. And do you have anything to say about that?
I don't know. I like that scene a lot because it sets a precedent for the character. There's a lot of corruption in Gotham, and how there's a lot of corruption in Gotham, and most of the people who are in power as of right now shouldn't be in power, and then you see him walk away, and then
it's one of the best little jump scares in the movie
because he walks out of the frame. And you see Riddler standing right behind him.
Well, the best part to me was you're watching that angle the whole time, right in front of you, just talking.
Yeah.
You never get a hint that Riddler's behind them.
No.
And then he moves, and then you don't notice it, and then the TV gets bright, and you see they standing there.
Yeah, you see the reflection in his glasses.
And it is creepy.
It's so creepy.
And then the creeps part, he walks right back to that spot and continues watching.
Yeah.
And we know that Riddler's behind him, but no one else no one else. He doesn't know.
Yeah,
Mitchell knows.
He never notices him.
And then finally, he hangs the phone. I can't listen to this. He turns it off. He watches the TV for a couple more seconds, turns it off, takes a sip of his drink, and then Riddler attacks him.
Riddler he doesn't just attack him. He yells and gets his attention.
Yeah,
and then
it's a scream yell too.
Yeah.
It's not it's like a freaky yell. It's not natural.
Not natural at all. And then he hits him in the back of the head with a carpet tool.
Yeah, with a carpet tool.
Find out later.
I mean, he hits him 8 times.
Yeah, he hits
and then
him.
he by accidentally flings it, and it goes across the room, and you get a really cool shot.
Yeah,
it's out of focus except for the carpet tool, and you watch Riddler move over nice and slow, picks it back up.
Yep,
and they kneels on him. It's such a creepy shot.
Yeah,
and then you hear the duct tape pulls, and then it cuts.
Yeah,
and then we get could be one of my favorite scenes of the entire movie. It's just a view over Gotham, and you see a couple crimes happen. You see a robbery. You see some destruction of property. And all over that, you hear Pattinson giving a monologue as Batman. And he tells you the date, and it is October 31st. And he's pretty much telling people that, he is the shadows and that he is vengeance. And people are it gives you a good idea that everyone's afraid of him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the criminals were scared as soon as they noticed. It was funny because it would show the police helicopter would shine the light on them, and they would just look at it, and then they'd go back to whatever they're doing.
They wouldn't care.
But then the helicopter would move, and they would see the bat symbol, and then they'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. And then they looked every single dark corner that was shadowy at all.
Yeah,
they assumed Batman was there waiting for them.
And
even
when
he's not there, he's terrifying,
tensing up. It was getting louder and louder. The build. And then I love how the dude with the onion mask, the one that robbed the store, he gets hit by a car.
Yeah, he gets scared.
He's backing up slowly away from the shadow that he sees.
And then he just gets hit by a car
and he takes off running.
Yeah.
And we also see what looks like a little gang that's been formed,
Mhm.
and we see a kid that looks like he's being entered in the gang, hence why his face is only half covered
Yeah.
because I think he's got to join the gang to get the full
Yeah,
cover.
yeah.
Sorry, and it's a really cool shot because it's from the second car,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Wow!" It looks like it must be maybe it's Batman watching him. I knew people were pointing that out in the trailer that you could like see his reflection a little bit.
Mhm.
I didn't see it,
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
but I thought it was a cool shot anyway.
Yeah.
And then you see Bruce walking through like the city. Everyone's in like costumes. He's got his little like pulled up like mask with a baseball cap. It's a really cool shot.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to a red room that we see him putting on his makeup around his eyes. And you see the Batman mask in the red. We then get our first actual look at Batman in a epic little. It's not a long fight, but it's not a realistic fight.
Yeah.
Because that little gang we were talking about goes to beat up this dude, and the kid has to knock him out. And then all of a sudden, you hear like it sounds like a metal door being opened and then closing itself. And then we hear these loud footsteps.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool way to introduce him.
Oh, it was awesome.
Because they're all looking in like the shadows like we had seen in the opening. And then finally you hear the boots getting closer and closer. And then finally, like, it literally looks like he comes out of the darkness. Like,
yeah.
And it's just, I'll let you talk about the fight scene though.
I mean, the fight scene was awesome because, like, he beats the shit out of those guys. But then those guys, I mean, they get a few good punches on him, but it does not matter. Like, he annihilates those guys. And he picks the one guy up from the neck and just tases him with like his thumb.
He tases him, shoves him, and then he bends the one dude over and then comes over top with that elbow to the dude's nose.
He is brutal in this.
And it's not like a comic book fight. It's not like the warehouse scene where he's repeatedly beating these people like they might die.
Yeah.
He hits them like in a normal fight. Like he knows how many hits it's going to take until they don't want to fight anymore.
Yeah.
And then the fight finally ends and he's just standing over all of them.
And then the guy who was getting beat up, like he's terrified too. Like he's crying to Batman, like, please don't hurt me.
Yeah, like Batman doesn't plan anything. He's trying to save you.
Yeah,
but that just shows you how scared people are of him.
Yeah, like people aren't used to him yet. They still think he's just a guy who just beats people up. Like,
yeah, I mean, people call him Vengeance. No one calls him Batman.
Yeah,
and I love that shot of him looking up to the bat signal in that scene. And then it cuts to the crime scene of Mayor Mitchell's crime scene.
Yep.
And I love the camera work that they did for this scene, how it's like a long take of him like walking with Gordon. And it's from his perspective and we see everyone looking at him, the FBI, the plane cops.
Yeah.
And then Officer Ramirez tries to stop him. He's like, nope, this is police. And he like looks at him like,
you gonna stop me?
You're gonna stop
What are you gonna
me?
do?
And that's a continuous trend throughout the movie of people trying to tell him he can't do certain things.
Yeah.
And he just looks at him like, are you gonna be the one that stops me from doing what I'm doing?
What are you gonna do?
I'm fucking Batman. And I loved this. It's probably my second favorite scene of the entire movie.
Yeah.
Because I loved seeing him as a detective.
Oh yeah, me too.
And I love how slow he moves. And I'm trying to think of how to explain it. It gave, like I said in the spoiler-free episode, he's like Michael Myers. It's like this horror character.
Yeah.
Because he moves so methodically.
Yeah, he's so slow.
Every move was calculated, it felt like. And then he looks at the crime scene. They tell him about the thumb, which seems like they cut off after the fact. Batman interrupts to tell them no. Like, he was alive when this happened. He gives a detailed reason on it. And it's showing that he's the smartest dude in every room.
He knows exactly what's going on. Like, he is the world's greatest detective.
And I love that aspect of this movie.
Yeah, me too.
And then finally the chief comes in, who used to be Gordon's partner. And his name is, he's now Commissioner Pete Savage. And he drops the only F word of this movie.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was a little surprised because I don't think there's ever been F word in a Batman movie except for Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
But that's not really a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Like a solo Batman film was never said that. Like you'll hear shit a lot, but I think it's the most in this movie. This movie used up their curse words.
They really did.
And I really liked Pete Savage as a commissioner.
Yeah, so did I.
Because you could tell he didn't trust Batman. And then he's asking why Batman's there. He shows him the card, which is saying to the Batman, he's like, is he a part of this? He's like, no. He's like, how do you know he's a vigilante? And he starts like dissing Batman. He's like, oh, this is your favorite night of the year, freak.
Yeah.
And Batman doesn't even react to him. He just keeps looking at the crime scene.
Yeah, he just doesn't care at all. Like,
Batman's like, shut up, fat ass. Kick your stomach in. And then he tells Gordon that he needs to make Batman leave. And as Batman's leaving, he finds out that the kid is the one who found him.
Yeah.
And you can tell in Batman's head he's thinking about himself.
Yeah.
Having to see his parents die.
Yeah, he takes like a long look at the kid, like he feels sorry for him because he knows what that feels like.
Yeah, and it was good to see like that he's not so unemotional, that he does have emotion. He just doesn't know how to control himself.
Yeah.
Because you can tell he feels for the kid because he knows exactly what that kid went through.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why in the following, well, not the following scene is the bike ride where he has something in the way comes on. An amazing scene. And the way they were able to film with the motorcycle and all the vehicles, the way they would attach it to like the lower part of the bike or anything like that. Such a cool scene. It's like an overview of Gotham.
Yeah, I like that. It's very like, it's establishing Gotham. Like,
and it's
he drives
one of the only times you see it during like the day.
Yeah. Even though it's not really that bright out. It's
like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, it's like very early on, dusk. But yeah, it gives you a good kind of layout of what Gotham's like.
Yeah, and then I love they do it a couple times. I love the first person shots. Yeah, when he's riding his bike into the Batcave, you can it's all from his point of view. Yeah, and I love the wide shot of it. Even though it's probably CGI, it looked great.
Yeah, it looked amazing.
And the bats flying. I mean, people are like, "Oh, there's bats." Of course. Well, yeah, it's Batman. Yeah, it's going to be caves. Batcave. And I mean, there's probably is bats.
Yeah, it's an abandoned train station. Of course, there's going to be bats down there.
I love that use of it. And I love how we talked about the prequel novel that came out before the movie, which a lot of people didn't know about. It explained, we didn't even know about it. And it explains that is a train station that the Waynes used that went from Wayne Manor to Wayne Tower. Yeah. That's the only way it went. There's only those two stops. But then I think it was, they said right before the parents die, they stopped using it. So it's been abandoned for like 20 years, but Bruce found out about it. So ever since he was a kid, he would go down there and do like science experiments and everything. So it makes sense. Like he knew the place. Yeah. He only knew about it. And I love how he could, because it seems like he keeps a lot of his stuff there, but then he gets on that train to take him to Wayne Tower. Yeah. Even though we never see the actual train, you can tell it's a different place from where he was. Yeah. And I love the use of the elevator still in the Batcave. Yeah. That Alfred comes down. Yeah. Because I love it in the Batman Begins and Nolan franchise. Because a lot of times it's steps. Yeah. Which never really makes sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense to be an elevator because it's a cave. Like, it's got to be deep down.
And they were probably making it, and like they were making the cave. So that would make sense for the elevator shaft. Yeah. Like the steps, what if someone by accidentally hits a button like, this is a staircase? I wonder
what this place is.
do that signal. Yeah. But
it's like the Nolan movies when Joseph Gordon-Levitt just goes through a waterfall and finds the Batcave.
Well, I think Bruce gave him the direct, but it was still a stupid scene. Yeah, there was no point for that ending. Yeah, but we're talking about this movie,
especially because it's like, your name's Robin. That's cool.
Shut up. I hate that scene. We'll move away from that before we get
talking about the better Batman movie.
Yes, the best Batman movie, and we get Alfred and Bruce's first interaction, and we see that Bruce writes notes on every night. It seems like he goes out. Yeah, and it's called the Gotham Project, which you brought up, and it says year two. Which I thought was a really cool detail. Yeah. That he keeps track of every single night. And he talks about how the nights blend together and he has to watch them to remember. Yeah. And we see our first gadget that he uses. And it's only one. Yeah. It's one contact lens that records like a camera. It's like a fisheye. Yeah. Shot of everything. Not a fisheye. It'd just be like a circle because it's not really a fisheye shot. Yeah. Because fisheye has like that weird curve to it. Yeah. But, it's just a single eye lens, like a contact, and it records everything he does, and you can see him watching through every night. And then Alfred finally comes down to tell him that he needs to get dressed, and he asks why the Batman's being written to. Tells him he's quite a celebrity, which I actually really like that line. And you can tell that Alfred is really nervous about Bruce. Yeah. Like, he says it to him. He's like, that's why I'm nervous about you, because he said, I don't care if I die.
Yeah, he's not used to him being Batman yet. Like, he's still scared that something bad's gonna happen because he's
his guardian. That's his family.
And Bruce is the only Wayne left. Like, that's his only job is to take care of him, and he can't take care of him while he's out as Batman.
That's why I'm excited to see in the sequels. I'm gonna assume he takes more like that Jeremy Irons perspective. Yeah, where he's like helping him, which I think Batman needs that Alfred.
Yeah, but even in this movie, he helps him because like,
he deciphers the codes with him.
Yeah, because
does it wrong, but
yeah. Well, the contact lens is useful because like, as it records everything, Bruce can pause it and then print out pictures that he does, like when he's looking at the ciphers from the Riddler and the card that the police kept. Batman can just print out a picture of it and have it for himself, and then he gives that to Alfred to help break the cipher from the Riddler.
And going back to that, I think I loved how not only could he take a picture of it because the card was upside down to him. Yeah, he took a picture of it, rotated it, and could print it to himself. So he could see how everyone else saw it, which shows you how cool Batman's technology is. Because we get hints of it, how good his technology is. But like Lucius made his one.
Mhm.
Ben Affleck might have made his, but we don't know.
Yeah.
It's 20 years in Batman. This is him. Like he made all of this.
And I like how like the computers aren't like super modern looking. Like it looks very analog. Like he's pressing buttons for everything. He's not just like tapping on a touchscreen. Like he's doing everything manually.
Yeah, there's like all these plugs he needs to plug in and like turn the little cord to make sure it works. And I thought it was a great scene. And then Alfred, a scene that was released before, was Alfred telling him that the investors are coming to them.
Yeah.
And he's like, why here? And he told him, because I couldn't get you to go. So it's kind of like telling you, like, he hasn't been Bruce Wayne. He's only Batman.
Yeah.
And it then cuts. Bruce leaves. Bruce is going to get changed. He gets changed. He goes downstairs. He showers. And you can tell that he's out in the night so much that the daylight bothers him.
Yeah.
Because he puts his sunglasses on, which I thought was another cool detail.
Yeah.
Matt Reeves made sure to every detail was in this movie.
Mm-hmm. And you could tell.
Yeah, and it was very articulate, and I loved it. And it showed Alfred's doing the cipher in front of him. And he's like, and you can tell like he wants to help Bruce.
Yeah.
And you can tell Bruce is happy, like he's like thankful for it. He just doesn't know how to tell him that he's thankful for it.
Yeah.
And after that, it ends with him, the lady coming in telling him, they're here.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to, they find out about, I'm sorry, we just skipped the whole thing. They go back to the Batcave. And then they're doing the cipher, and and Bruce tells him, use the letters that haven't been used, and it makes out the word drive.
Yeah.
Which, again, shows that he's the smartest dude in that room.
Yeah, he is.
And it then goes to former Mayor Mitchell's garage, and it's him and Gordon with another cool scene, because I love how Gordon's like, must be nice to be a mayor. Like all this stuff. And then Bruce...
Yeah, after he sees all the nice cars.
Yeah, and Batman's not even talking. He's just walking with them.
Well, he's used to it. Gordon just doesn't know it. He's got more than the mayor.
Bruce is like, yeah,
it is nice.
I'm poor. And then Bruce sees the car that has clippers in it.
Yeah.
Pulls it out. And you can tell he's thinking about something. And Gordon's like watching him like with the flashlight. He's like, what are you looking for? He's like, a USB port. Yeah. And he opens the little glove compartment. And he's like, why? He's like, thumb drive. And it's literally a USB little, it's like a drive.
With a keychain on it. And on the keychain,
it's the thumb.
It's Mayor Mitchell's thumb that they cut off.
And it is, because you can tell Batman's just like being a dick about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. And then they plug it in, but it's an encrypted site.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, Batman proving how smart he is, says, try this. And he gives him the thumb drive, the thumb.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, this dude's sick. And it works because of the thumbprint on it. And it then actually sends out all the pictures of what seems to be Mayor Mitchell's mistress.
Yeah.
Out on Gordon's email to all these people. And we get Batman realizes he needs to go to the Iceberg Lounge because Gordon tells him that's Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin.
Yeah.
And he tells him he knows about him. And do you want to break down this scene? The first one at the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah, well, Batman he just knocks on the door in the full Batman costume. And these twins answer the door, like the doormen.
Yeah, and they're in the comics. They're called the Twins.
Oh, really?
And they're like big fighters, though.
Gotcha.
They're not very comic book, but they were good. I liked them.
Yeah, I thought they were cool. But they answer the door, and they're like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I need to go in and talk to the Penguin. And then they're like, well, you're going to get blood on your suit? And Batman goes, mine are yours.
And it is one of the coolest lines.
Rocks the guys. Like, no problem at all. Like, he just annihilates them.
Well, the best part is that the one brother shut the door on him first.
Yeah, and got the other brother.
He shuts the door. He's like, yeah. Shuts it and then opens it again. And they go back and do that almost exact same scene, but then he's Bruce Wayne later on.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a really cool, like...
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Dual take on the scene. I don't know how you would explain that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, yeah, and then we get an epic fight scene in the Iceberg Lounge.
He walks through the lounge and all the other, like...
henchmen, I guess.
Yeah, henchmen, bodyguards, whatever, start trying to beat him up, but they can't because he's Batman.
They land some punches though.
Oh yeah, but he lands a lot harder punches.
Yeah.
Like, he throws the one dude over the balcony, and then you hear the crowd start cheering because they're like, "Yeah, it's a fight."
and then people are like, because they realize it's Batman.
Yeah. And then the one dude throws a bat at him, and Batman just steals the bat and then chucks it, hits the dude in the head with it. And it's not like it's a metal bat.
It's not like a wood, which I mean would hurt if it was wooden, but a metal bat's denting some skull.
Yeah, and you hear it like clink on his skull.
And then the dude goes to shoot him with that shotgun. Batman grapples his brother, and then Oswald breaks it up pretty much.
Yeah,
he like introduces himself.
And I like that introduction where he's like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Like,
what are you doing, sweetheart?"
Yeah. It felt so much like Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
I said this in the non-spoiler review, but it was just, it was so good.
No, I really did love. I'm gonna say it's a lot. I love this scene, and I love when they go up to Penguin's office, and he's talking to him. He's asking if he knows the guy, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't know the girl though." And then we hear a girl coming to. We hear someone in heels coming, and Batman does his little inspection, sees the boots, and then we see it's Zoe Kravitz, and the first time they interact.
Yep.
And she seems like she's working there. She's helping him with a drug deal. But then Batman, again, being the world's greatest detective, notices that she stares at the girl for a little too long than a normal person would.
Yeah.
And she leaves. Batman, doing what he does best, goes to track her.
Yep. He follows her home.
But not before slamming Penguin against a window and almost putting him through it.
Oh, he smashes that window.
Yeah, and he's like, and Penguin's like, "Do you know my reputation?" He's like, "Yeah, how about you?" Like saying, like, "Do you know mine?"
Yeah.
Because I'm Batman.
He's Batman. What are you gonna do?
Break you in half. You know, see what I did to all your henchmen? They had guns. I had my hands. Another cool detail that I meant to talk about with Pattinson's suit. So if you've boxed or anything like that, anyone listening, you know you have to wrap your hands because you're gonna do some damage. When he first gets off his bike, you notice he has wrapped hands. Like his hands are all wrapped up.
Yeah.
To protect his knuckles. Even though later on you see that his knuckles are all still like broken up and like cut open. So that shows how often he's fighting people.
Yeah, all the time.
And I thought that was another great detail made by Matt Reeves. But then going from that, we see Pattinson goes and follows Selina back to her house. As she's in a taxi, he gets on his bike and he watches from the rooftop next to her using binoculars.
And I liked in that scene, it's kind of the same thing that the Riddler did in the opening, like watching somebody through the window with binoculars, but it's a very different scene, obviously. Like, there's very different meaning to it, but it's kind of the same, showing that, like, it's just cliche to say because it's pretty much in every Batman movie, but they're not so different. Like,
no,
they're doing it for different reasons, but they're doing
one's
the same
a killer
thing.
and one's trying to be a hero, but their tactics are very similar.
Yeah.
And I love how it's kind of creepy at the same time because he's watching her get like dressed and stuff. But then you realize, well, he has to know, like, why is she getting changed in this biker suit? It's kind of weird. And he realizes that she's going to see the girl and all that.
Yeah.
And then he follows her to Mitchell's apartment, which we get a little fight scene between Batman and Catwoman, who only goes by Selina at this point, not Catwoman. And you can tell that Batman doesn't want to hit her.
Yeah.
He's just defensive the whole time.
Yeah, he's defending himself
on
the
the table.
time.
Really hot and heavy scene, though. It's very romantic. But then he takes the little passport she had and he finds out the girl's name.
Yep.
And he wants her to help him. And Batman saves her from being seen by the police. And you can tell that she's like wondering why he's doing this. And then she realizes that he's like trying to keep her from being seen or heard. And again, Officer Ramirez comes in. He's like, "What's all that loud banging?" And then he tells her, like, "You need to help me."
Yeah.
He says, "You're going to help me."
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice. Like,
yeah.
You listen to Batman.
Yeah,
you don't argue with him.
Yeah, what are you going to tell him? No, he's going to punch you in the face. Did you see what he did to all the people at the bar? And then it cuts to a building across the street from the lounge, and it's Batman setting up all of his computer and stuff like that. Yeah. It's a really cool scene to see him putting it all together, fixing everything. Yeah. And, like, she's like, "You don't really care what happens to me." And then you think Batman's a really nice guy for a second because he, like, holds her face and he's like, "Look at me." And he, like, tells her. And then you realize he's just looking to see if you can see the lens in her eye.
Yeah, he's just checking to make sure the contact.
And he kind of, like, lets go of her face and goes back to what he's doing. Again, Batman's not a very nice guy.
No.
He grows, though.
He's all business in this movie, for the most part.
He grows, though. That's what I like about it. He does become more of, like, a hero throughout the movie.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely see that at the end, which we'll get to.
And you can break down Selina going to Club 44.
Yeah, she goes into the club, and then she heads through and gets she goes down the elevator down at Club 44, which is kind of like the like more expensive club for just like the elites and like the DA's down there, and then all the mobsters too. And as she's walking, she sees Gil Colson, who's the DA, sitting in the lounge, and he's obviously wasted. Like he's
and Batman says he's wasted.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
and
then
she says that out loud, but it makes sense in their conversation with Colson.
Yeah, but she's walking through, and he kind of starts flirting with her, and she doesn't want to talk to him, but Batman makes her like talk to him because he wants to learn more about how he's involved in this.
Continuing that Batman's not a nice guy.
Yeah, no, not at all. But so he kind of makes Selina flirt with him more, and then as she's flirting with him, she starts to mention the girl that's missing, which is her friend, and the girl who was sitting with Coulson kind of like gets nervous and gets up and leaves, and so Selina tries to follow her, like to try and question her, and Batman's kind of yelling at her the whole time, like, no, stay with Coulson. But she leaves to follow the girl, and then they kind of get into an argument, and as they're arguing, Falcone and Penguin walk up, and you kind of see Falcone talk to Selina, but you don't really know why yet. But yeah, you know something's going on between Falcone and Selina, and even Batman notices that. Like,
he
kind of asks her, like, how do you know him?
You didn't tell me you had a relationship with Carmine Falcone.
Yeah.
And then she takes out the eye thing. She doesn't want to help him anymore.
Yeah.
Then you realize she didn't get rid of it, though.
Yeah, she kept it.
Later on in the movie, she uses it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get Coulson follows her outside of the Iceberg Lounge and is trying to get her to come with him, even though he's intoxicated and he's high as hell because he took the drops.
Yeah.
And he's trying to drive her home, but she says no. She gets in a taxi. But then we notice that someone's watching from Coulson's car.
Yeah.
Which presumably is the Riddler, because you hear his little breathing again.
Mm-hmm.
Every time that breathing would start, I'd get like anxious.
Oh,
like,
dude.
Oh, God, this dude's terrifying.
It's very nerve-wracking.
It's literally Zodiac, because if you know what the Zodiac Killer wore, it's almost identical to what Riddler wears.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so creepy how he would watch from the car.
Yeah.
And it would cut to his like point of view back to Coulson and Selina.
Yeah.
And then finally Coulson gets in the car. He again attacks him with a carpet tool.
Yeah.
And then you can see that Coulson's like unconscious a bit, but still like notices things. Because then when he puts on the bomb onto his neck, he like wakes up and he's like, stay still, just breathe. And it's really creepy.
Yeah, he's very Coulson gets very cloudy because, you know, as the Joker said in Dark Knight,
you start with the head.
If you start with the head, they get all cloudy. But
fuzzy.
That's
the quote.
Sorry.
I mean, he was fuzzy though.
He was very fuzzy. But
and then you get the cool shot of Coulson's car from over the water. And you can see the red and blue, but it just looks like a cop car, so no one's going to react to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's showing how smart Riddler is at the same time. Because he knows he's like, there's always cops in Gotham. No one's going to pay attention to a red and blue light flashing.
Yeah.
And which then, I really hope we're not missing a scene, but I'm pretty sure the next scene is the funeral.
Yeah, I think.
It's them in the Batcave.
Yeah.
And he's like all cleaned up and like in a suit. And he's like, wear your cufflinks. I don't have them.
Yeah, I think there's some between that, but like, there's no really major scenes.
Yeah,
like,
it's not something that's super important.
Yeah.
Yeah, not something that's super important.
Yeah.
There's the scene when Batman goes to the apartment to find the girl with Selina, but she's not there. Again, that's not super important to the story.
Yeah, that just kind of shows that she went missing, which you find
out that the commissioner was killed. That is pretty big. It's on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
And Riddler uses this crazy contraption that he knows the rats are going to eat his face away because he's going to... It was an old torture tool in like the 1800s.
Yeah, you put
rats in a bucket and then heat it up.
You heat it up and they have to eat through.
And I'm pretty sure that's what they were doing with this.
Yeah.
But you see a quick shot of what the effects are of it. It doesn't look like they ate through, but it looks like they ate away at his face pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't a nice way to go out.
No, not at all. I think I'd rather been beaten with a carpet tool.
Yeah.
Because at least that seems like it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. He probably suffocated.
I don't know. He got knocked out pretty fast.
Yeah, but he's still alive.
Oh, yeah.
And then he probably woke up and suffocated when...
Yeah.
Yeah, none of these
ways... The Riddler's not a nice guy in these movies.
Yeah, it's not like Jim Carrey. But we have the funeral scene, which we get to see Bruce Wayne. This is the longest we get to see Bruce Wayne in the movie.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoy the scene because it shows how he doesn't really feel comfortable being Bruce Wayne because he gets out of his car, super nice 60s Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
And all the people are like taking pictures of him. They're like trying to get his attention. And he gives like this like smile, but it's such an uncomfortable smile that you can tell like that's not genuine.
Yeah. You can kind of tell like people are yelling at him. I kind of remember people yelling at him like, why are you coming out now? Like, because Bruce Wayne hasn't left Wayne Tower for years, probably.
Yeah, because Falcone even tells him, because they meet up again because he thinks he's with Selena, which he's not.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, wow, it's the only dude that comes out less than I do.
Yeah.
And we find out that Bruce Wayne's father, Thomas Wayne, had actually saved Carmine Falcone when he got shot one time.
Yep.
And Bruce witnessed the whole thing. And Bruce is pretty much telling him, like, it doesn't matter. Like, what's he called, the oath?
Hippocratic Oath.
Yeah, the Hippocratic Oath with Carmine finds very funny.
Yeah.
And we get a cool... This scene, you see, like, Penguin, like, clear as day.
Yeah.
He is frightening looking.
He is really scary because his face
ugly,
is all
dude.
scarred up.
And he's got, like, the gold teeth.
You see what Colin Farrell said about it?
No.
He said when he first showed his son, like, screamed. Like, he was terrified of him.
Yeah, I'd be terrified too.
Yeah.
Some man came in my house looking like that, and I thought it was my dad.
And he said he looked in the mirror and started talking like in his own accent. He said that was even creepier.
Yeah,
like,
I bet
Penguin
it was.
talking with like English or Irish accent, whatever it is.
Scottish,
Scottish,
whatever.
I don't know.
An accent.
Yeah,
not trying to make people mad, but we don't know what he is.
But it just worked better for the movie to have the kind of
because
New Yorker
Gotham
mobster accent.
Pretty much the big Northeast cities.
Yeah,
not a specific one, but it's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that Mayor-elect Real talks to Bruce, and she's trying to get his attention. And he's not really talking to her, but he's like walking with her.
Yeah.
And she's like, finally, she's going to go pay his respects. But Bruce notices the boy again, and he can't stop but look at him.
Yeah.
Can't stop himself from looking at the boy, because you can tell that he's thinking about himself.
Yeah.
As a kid.
He really feels sorry for him.
Yeah. And then again, Officer Ramirez... Hey, Mr. Wayne.
It's Mr. Wayne.
And Bruce looks at him again like he did in the Bachelor. Like, shut up. Don't talk to me. He doesn't even say a word to me. Just turns back around.
Yeah, he just turns back around.
But then you hear commotion outside.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can see everyone turns to look. But then he looks up and you can't see who it is. But you're presuming it's the Riddler.
Yeah.
Because he talks about how that's the only reason he's leaving. He's only going out because he's doing investigating just as Bruce Wayne.
And you see everybody else on
looking
the top level.
Window.
Yeah, looking out the window. You just see
Riddler's looking over the ledge
at the coffin, like
he knows what he's doing.
It's so creepy.
And then the car comes through,
mm-hmm.
and Bruce goes and saves the kid, and, like, tackles him out of the way. And then we see the car, and right away you know it's Coulson's car. It's just something's written all over it. It looks like ciphers.
Yeah,
and
I remember
words.
I saw DOA on the back of it. That's the only thing I really noticed.
Yeah. And then finally the cops all get to him, tell him to get out of the car, and they realize it is Coulson with the bomb around his neck. And I thought it was a really well done scene by Jeffrey Wright, because he's being like a real colleague. He's telling him, like, get out of the car, get out of the car.
Yeah.
And he's like, tell him slow with your hands out. And then finally he's like, oh my God, it's Coulson. A lady yells that he has a bomb around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to the bomb squad has their little bomb detonator going in.
Yeah. And also, we forgot to mention, when the car comes in, Bruce Wayne tackles and saves the kid.
That's what I said.
From getting hit. Did you say that?
Yes.
I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And and then but they can tell they're like watching the video of him, and they're wondering why Coulson keeps looking away. He's like looking into the distance to see someone else. And again, we hear the loud footsteps, and Batman emerges from the shadows.
Yeah.
Because on Coulson's chest there was a card saying for the Batman, like every other killing had so far.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see him talking to Coulson. Coulson's like, can we just undo the lock? He's like, nah, if you want to keep your head.
Yeah.
Again, Batman not being very concerned about these people. And he answers the phone, and it's Riddler. And Riddler gives Coulson a chance to live by offering him a chance to solve 3 riddles.
Yep.
And he answers the first one with Batman's help, saying it's justice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one, they're asking about how much does it cost for your blind eye. He's like, nothing. He's like, tell him. And he's like, 10 G's to just not prosecute certain people.
Yeah.
And he gets that one right. And he's like, it's the rat. The third one is, it's the rat.
Yeah.
And you can see the timer click going down on Coulson's neck.
It goes down to 30 seconds at that point.
Yeah. And he's like, 30. And Riddler screams like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he starts like cheering. And Riddler's so great because he's so goofy.
Terrifying. Yeah.
But you know he's psychotic.
Yeah. He's like a little kid. Like he's finally seeing his plans work out. And he's so giddy about it. But it's terrifying.
But then Batman grabs Coulson. He's like shaking him, like, say it. So he's like, I'm dead either way. Yeah. And then finally he's like, and you hear Riddler think, 5, 4, like it's New Year's. And then Batman looks down, it's at 1, and it blows, and Batman goes flying.
Oh, he gets rocked by this explosion.
And then you see him like he's like dazed. Of course, an explosion went off in his face.
Yeah.
And he's like laying there, and he's trying to like. You can tell he's trying to be awake, but he just can't.
Yeah, and the bomb squad moves in.
And then you see the barrel right in his face, and he passes out.
Yeah.
He then wakes up to like the flashlight, checking for a concussion if he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can hear them talking. They're like, let's just see who he is. Is that made of leather? And like they're all saying these different things about his mask.
Yeah.
And then the dude tries to take it off. And I mean, Batman hops up.
Dude.
He's ready to square up against every cop in that room.
Yeah.
And he's in GCPD at this point.
Yeah. And Gordon's kind of the only one who's like telling the other cops, like, get off him. Like, he's defending him, saying not to take off the mask. And then the guy tries to take off the mask. Batman just jumps up.
Yeah, because then they try to take it off again.
Nobody. Yeah. And he grabs Gordon, right? Like, because he's still kind of dazed, like he doesn't know what he's doing.
No, he shoves Gordon.
Yeah.
And then he shoves the one cop and he punches a cop.
Yeah.
And then the lead, it seems like their captain of the police force tells him like, you don't know how much trouble you're in. He's like, I could charge you with helping a murder. I forget the exact term.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can tell Batman's like, well, you should be charged with it too.
Yeah.
And he's like, you son of a bitch. Like you can tell because you find out that dude had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, he didn't have anything to do with it.
But Batman doesn't trust anyone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a downside to him, which I love because we learned throughout this movie he's not a great superhero yet.
Yeah, no.
He makes mistakes.
Yeah.
We're actually going to get up to a mistake soon that he makes. And after he hits the cops, he tells them like, I could charge you with 2 accounts of assaulting an officer. He's like, make it 3, and he's gonna hit them. And Gordon like grabs him and like stops him.
Yeah.
He asks the captain of the police force, he's like, can you give us a minute?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'll give you 2. And he shuts the door. And Gordon like hits Batman. He's like, what are you doing? Like all this stuff. Like, and you realize it's all an act though, because Gordon then whispers to him like by tilting his head away from the police.
Yeah.
He's like, I need to get you out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you'll be understanding. He's like, not if you punch me in the face. And Batman gives his only smirk of the movie because, Batman's like, yes, I get to punch him in the face.
I love punching people in the face.
And Gordon gives him a key and he explains like how to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then Kenzie, who we had seen earlier in the movie, Batman broke his nose in the fight at the Iceberg Lounge. Yep. And he tells him who he is and he asks, he's like, is he moonlighting at the Iceberg Lounge? And Batman says, maybe he's moonlighting as a cop. If everyone doesn't know, moonlighting is like your side job, but it's not a good thing. You don't want to be moonlighting at something. Yeah. It's pretending.
It's like when you do what you do at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much Batman's saying he's pretending to be a cop, but he's really working for Falcone. Mm-hmm. And then Gordon looks over just to check and like look at Kenzie. And I mean, Batman smokes this dude with a right straight to the face.
Gordon drops.
He doesn't like
so fast.
He doesn't like stumble. He just goes down.
Yeah.
And then all the cops see that, so Batman takes off running. Mm-hmm. He shoots his grappling hook, and we get a really cool scene of him going up between like through the staircase.
Yeah, and all the cops are shooting up at him,
yelling at him.
Yeah. And
then we get someone that shows how young Batman is. He gets to the top of the roof. He runs to like jump off the thing. He's like, oh,
that's really high.
And then we see a cool scene. He pulls out his wingsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you can tell he's like hyping himself up in his head. He's like,
yeah,
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
And was it like the cape that kind of became the wingsuit?
No, the cape rolls up behind him.
Yeah.
And it's something on like his sides, I think.
Gotcha.
That just covers over him.
Because I just noticed like at the end of the scene, the cape is gone. Like,
if you look, it's like on his neck. It's like kind of like a padding.
Gotcha.
I mean, the padding becomes useful.
Yeah, it becomes really useful.
And he jumps, and the cool thing is that the police try and grab him.
Yeah.
Like over the ledge for a second. And we get a really cool scene of him wingsuiting through Gotham.
Yeah.
And then he makes not the such smart decision. He sees that there's a underpass coming. It's either he can go over it or under it, but there's a bus also going under it. And he tries to skim his way on. I think he's trying to land on the bus.
Yeah.
So he pulls his chute, but he pulls it just a little late. And he hits a light in the underpass and then hits the bus, hits 2 cars, goes through a bunch of boxes, and skids to a stop. I mean, he probably goes like 30 yards.
Yeah.
Like sliding.
I mean, that must have hurt.
You can tell because he's like, and like he's having trouble.
Yeah,
like,
he takes a minute to get up.
And then that was actually a really cool scene because I like seeing him mess up. I like knowing that he's not perfect. Like nothing against the Nolan trilogy except for the last one, but he never makes mistakes.
Yeah,
like he's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But the cool part is like Batman's not a superhero. He's a superhero without powers, so he's a human, which is why he's my favorite.
Yeah,
but I love that scene.
Yeah, that scene was awesome.
But then he goes to the skyline where the bat signal is, and he meets with Gordon. And I mean, he emerges from the shadow. And
yeah, he's standing behind an I-beam, and Gordon's there waiting for him.
And Gordon's like looking for him.
Yeah.
And he steps out from behind, and you're like, how? Showing how great Greg Fraser did with the lighting and everything like that. Matt Reeves definitely had to say in that. And Matt Reeves like, if you put him here, he's not going to be seen.
Yeah.
And that was a really cool detail. And they start talking about it, and he's telling Gordon, like, we can't go after Riddler yet. He's like, we find the rat, we find Riddler.
Yeah.
So then he finds out about Cobblepot. He thinks that he's helping him.
Mm-hmm.
Another mistake on Batman's part.
Yeah.
So they go to break up a drug deal, which goes terribly wrong.
Very, very terribly wrong.
He goes there, and it's a pretty funny scene. He like Gordon calls him. He's like, "Hey, I'm here," and he's like, he tells him all day. He's like, "I'm here." And he's like,
"Where?"
And then you see him standing on top of the building.
Yeah, he's on top of the roof, looking down on everybody.
And he like learns that they keep the Maroni drug bust, which happened early before the movie even starts,
which was supposed to be supposedly the biggest drug bust in Gotham history.
Yeah, like it didn't stop anything though.
It was something that all the cops were like proud of.
Yeah, and it didn't stop anything though.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
And a cool little side note is that Colin Farrell, that was Colin Farrell's first scene.
Really?
Yeah, and he was talking about it. He's like, I just remember we were on set, and I had never seen Rob in the Batsuit yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so I'm like sitting there out in the rain, miserable at like 2 a.m. He's like, and it's lightning. Like that lightning is legitimate lightning.
Yeah.
And he's like, I look up. He's like, and I swear, he's like, this is what I saw. He's like, I look up, just to like look up at everything. He's like, and the lightning strikes, and I just see Rob standing on the rooftop, his capes in the wind, and he was like, holy shit, that's Batman.
It's like the shot from the
animated series,
the comics too.
Yeah, where he's like standing up on that building. Yeah, and he's like, I went back to being a little kid again. I was like, oh my god, it's Batman.
I would too. I would have lost my mind.
And he said it was such a cool. He's like, for that to be the first time I saw Rob, it put me in that mentality, like, holy,
yeah,
oh my god, that is Batman. and Zoe said it too. She was talking about it, and she was like, she's known Rob since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, the fact that I could forget it was Rob once he put on the whole suit showed how well the suit worked and how well his voice and everything worked.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we've talked about it. He was perfect.
It was great.
He's a perfect Batman to me.
Yeah.
Because and we can talk about this, he does not kill anyone.
Not at all.
Like, he is strict on
and it's like, he makes a point of it. Like, you're not killing anybody.
Yeah, like, because a couple people, he even tries to get Gordon not to use a gun.
Yeah. And that was a funny line, too. He's like,
don't, no guns.
He's like, no guns. He's like, you do it your way, I'll do it my way.
Yeah. And then he goes up there, and we get a really funny quote, though, from Gordon and Batman when they first see each other again. And Gordon's like, man, you could have pulled your punch, man. And he's like, I did.
Yeah.
And that shows how powerful, like, he might not be as bulky as Ben Affleck, but it seems like he went for more, like, speed.
Yeah.
Like, that he can move super quick, and, like, you see how fast he's moving. People are trying to throw punches, and he's moving and hitting them before they even get back to, like, their normal stance.
Yeah.
But then he breaks up the drug deal. But first he sees Catwoman show up, and he tells Gordon, he's like, this just got complicated.
Yeah.
And he sneaks up on her. We get a funny line. She's like, oh, is that your little kink? Sneaking up on girls in the dark?
Yeah.
And he's like telling us, so this was all just, he's like, how close did you have to stay to like make the money off of this?
Yeah.
And he's kind of realizing that Catwoman's not a good person either.
Yeah, because she's there to steal the money.
Yeah, and Batman has such a black and white point of view. He's like, you're either bad or good.
Yeah.
And he sees himself as a good guy, even though he's kind of just as bad as Catwoman is.
Yeah.
And sadly, Selena opens the one bag to look for the money and ends up being her friend. She was killed.
Yeah.
So then she's really mad.
Yeah.
And then
she still steals the money, though.
Yeah, she still takes the money. But then we see Batman gets lit up.
Oh, yeah.
He deflects like 3 of them off his thing, and you see one bounce off his cowl, which I thought was a really cool detail.
Yeah. Because
there has to be some like steel or something in the cowl.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because she's feeling it. It's not denting in when she later on like puts her hands on it. It's like solid.
Yeah.
And I mean, it has to be. You can't just not have bulletproof here and have bulletproof here. People just aim for your face.
Yeah. Or your chin.
Or your chin. But we don't have to talk about that. And but then we get probably the most iconic bat chase ever.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because you see Catwoman looks down and Batman's like on the ground, like he got shot.
Yeah.
He gets lit up too.
Mm-hmm. He's hurt bad.
Yeah. But then it cuts back and he's not there anymore. Very comic booky, which I loved. And then you can see, again, no one calls him Batman. Because Penguin's like, hey, vengeance, you can steal from me?
Yeah.
He's like shooting his Uzi. And then he gets to a certain point and all you hear is this engine turn on, and I mean it's like in IMAX, it shook my seat and like
Yeah.
everyone else's, and even in ours, it was crazy loud. It's such a dope shot of the Batmobile lighting up for the first, and you hear like the actual jet engine turning on.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I know you'd love that, so I'll let you talk about that.
Dude, it was awesome. It was so cool. I mean, that the car just starts up and you see it from the darkness. Like, you don't see it at all. And then you kind of see everybody, including Penguin, turn around and look at it. And then the engine lights up. And it's just this bright blue flame coming out of it. And then I loved how, like, he starts going for a second, and it almost, like, breaks down. Like, he goes for a second, and it stops.
The jet
and everybody
stops
just
for a second.
Yeah, and everybody runs away to their cars.
And I love how Penguin, like I know people are probably like, it's such a weird shot of like Penguin's close up. Well, it's Penguin showing like he's like trying to show that he's not scared of Batman.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Batman moves a little bit, he takes off.
He takes off, gets in his car.
And he leaves Coulson.
Yeah.
Kenzie. He leaves Kenzie with all the money, and then Catwoman takes the money, and then we get an epic car chase between him and Penguin.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people get hurt in this scene.
Yeah.
Not the Batman's fault.
No.
The Penguin.
Penguin kills a lot of people in the scene.
He blows up an oil tanker, and Batman ramps off
of all their corpses. Just goes straight up.
He doesn't ramp off corpses.
He definitely did. At least a few.
Maybe one. Because the ramp, it's like the thing that carries all the cars.
Yeah.
And the ramp key now, so he ramps off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, that's not realistic. That's the most realistic way to hit a ramp.
Yeah.
And he comes through the flame, and it is such a cool shot.
And Penguin's like celebrating, like, I got you. I got you. And then you see the car come out of the flames.
And he looks
Penguin's
terrified.
Like, oh, no.
And then Batman, I mean, he flips this car.
Oh, dude. He pits him and just... The car flips at least 10 times.
And I love the inside shot of the car going, because Penguin's trying to realize if he should put his hands up or not.
Yeah.
And then we get probably the coolest shot of the movie is Batman walking at the car.
Upside down with all the flames behind him. It's pouring rain.
The fact that that's all live, like,
the
behind the scenes shot's even just as cool as him standing next to the Batmobile, just standing in the rain. And that's even cool.
Yeah.
There's no way not to make Batman look walking in the rain with a bunch of fire behind him not cool.
Yeah.
Unless it's Clooney. But besides that,
even somebody
Clooney
could
might make that
Clooney
cool.
look cool.
If you were black,
if it was dark enough to not see the nipples, it'd still look pretty cool.
Yeah, there's no way not to make Lego Batman would look cool.
Yeah.
Did you see that poster they made of that?
No.
You know the red rain poster of Batman? It's just like the one, it's like the Batman, it's like all red. It's just
yeah.
Someone made a Lego Batman version of it.
Really?
And it's still cool. But we then get an interrogation scene between Penguin and Jim Gordon and Batman and El
Rata.
Yeah. And Batman's like figuring out, he's like, maybe he made a mistake. Penguin's saying this dude is the worst Spanish. He's like, no habla español. It's actually a quite funny scene.
Yeah, because Penguin figures out, like, if he was good at Spanish, it would be La Rata Lata. Yeah. Because that's genuine Spanish. And he's like, I'm the one that's better at Spanish than both of you. How does that work?
Like, you two are amazing. And then he's like, you are L.
Yeah.
And then Batman's like,
that's how you figure it's not a mistake. Like, it's on purpose.
Yeah, it's a URL code.
Yeah.
And he types it in, and he has a conversation with the Penguin. Not the Penguin, goddammit. Yeah. It's a conversation with the Riddler. And it turns out to end up being one of the coolest scenes. Because it's just like the old Matrix-style keyboard chat. Where it's just the black with the green. And he's starting to figure out, he's like, go to Wayne Manor, is what he's telling him pretty much. Because he finds out, he guesses the riddle, it's an orphan.
Yeah.
Again, showing he's super smart.
Yeah.
And we get a cool scene, as Ryan was just talking about earlier. When they first get to Wayne Manor, Gordon pulls out a gun. He's like, no guns. He's like, you do it your way, I'll do it mine. And then there's a jump scare.
Yeah.
Because you think you see the Riddler and it's just a drop head.
Yeah.
And then you can explain what happens from there.
Yeah, so you see, they're walking through Wayne Manor and you see a drop head, which is just like, kind of like a crackhead in the scene. Like somebody who's addicted to the drugs. Yeah. But you see him running through, and then they walk into the room that he ran into, and you see like 10 of them just sitting in that room. And they kind of realize, like, okay, it's just people on drugs sitting in here. And I like that scene too, because that scene is ripped like straight out of Seven. Because remember when they go to John Doe's apartment and they see him at the end of the hallway?
And he runs. It's laid just from that.
Yeah, it's exactly that scene. Yeah,
but then the next scene too.
Yeah, but then they go into like a much bigger room, and they find a projector on it, and they turn the projector on, and it's a video of Thomas Wayne making his mayoral like candidate
Yeah, his
speeches.
announcement.
Yeah, and then layered over the scene does Riddler talk over that scene, or is it just breathing? I kind of forget.
No, they're Ave Maria's playing.
Yeah, Ave Maria is playing. You kind of hear like the Riddler breathing in the background, but there's writing over it saying like "hush" and like
that scene's later.
that scene. Oh yeah,
it's
that
just
scene
the
is later.
presidential campaign. This scene,
Yeah,
and then there's like the writing on the walls. It's like the
Yeah.
sins of your father. And he's like,
sins of your father.
then the boy must. It's like something like the boy must be brought to the light. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
and that's how Batman kind of realizes the next target is Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and
so
you can explain what happened.
Yeah, so you kind of it cuts back to Gordon's reaction, and then he tries to look over at Batman. Batman's just gone.
He's like, "Hey,
like, where'd you go?" And then cuts to the Batmobile, and Batman's driving back to the Wayne Towers, because he realizes the next target is Bruce Wayne.
And
so
he's not there though.
Yeah, so he tries to call Alfred to make sure that he's safe, and then I guess she was like a maid.
She's
or
like
something.
a secretary, I think.
Yeah, so she picks up the phone and he tells her like, "Where's Alfred? Like, make sure he's safe." And he says something bad's gonna happen. She goes, "It already did." And you see kind of intercut with that scene is Alfred opening the letter and seeing that like there's a C4 on the bottom.
And he looks at the car. It says
flameproof.
Flameproof.
So
fireproof.
Yeah, fireproof.
Not flameproof.
But yeah, so then as he's driving, you can see
Tower.
Wayne Tower on fire, burning.
Did you notice that the Wayne Tower looked just like the Arkham Wayne Tower?
No.
Yeah, it had like the big W and gold and everything.
Really?
It looked just like the game.
That's cool.
And that was a really cool shot of him going past the underpass and then looks up and sees the smoke coming out of Wayne
Tower. That was
an
awesome shot. But then you realize like it's too late. The bomb exploded. Alfred might be dead.
Yeah.
And
we were shocked. We were sitting there.
Oh, I fully expected them to kill Alfred. I was getting really sad. But then you kind of realize he gets there and they say Alfred's in the hospital. He's in critical condition. Yeah, but he's okay for now, thank God.
Yeah, and then the lady talks to him like any of Nin, like any other kids or anyone that like who's next in line for Alfred. And he says, "No, it's just me." You can tell like it's hurting Bruce.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking about like the last time he talked to Alfred. This is how I took it.
Yeah.
He remembers like the last time he talked to Alfred, he kind of like dissed on Alfred for saying like, "Are you even a Wayne?"
Yeah.
Because he's wearing the Wayne cufflinks, and he says like, "Your father gave me these."
Yeah.
Bruce then goes meet Selena, who then sees like, "Did you see?" Then it's all about the Waynes.
Yeah.
And she's like saying like, "Well, all the rich and everything like that." And she's like, "I come on the side of Riddler of this one. Why can't these privileged white dudes get it?"
Yeah.
And you can tell that Bruce is like, "Uh-oh." She might not
if you only knew.
If you only knew who you liked. And then we get I actually like the kiss. I'm betting some people didn't like it.
I didn't love it just because like
I think she was just trying to get him to shut up.
Yeah, I thought so too, because there really wasn't that much build up to it. It was
later on the next time they kiss. I liked.
Yeah, I like that more.
Because that one you can tell like she actually does like him.
Yeah.
I like that last, and I love the ending when he leans in to kiss her and she like backs away from him.
Oh yeah, I like
she's
that.
Mad. I mean, I get why she's mad at him.
Yeah,
she wants him to come with him, but we'll get to that part.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, Bruce watches the video, which what you were talking about. It shows that Thomas Wayne actually had a reporter killed.
Yeah,
and
not on purpose though.
Well, Falcone, at that point, he thinks he's on purpose.
Yeah,
and then Bruce goes to Falcone to talk about it, and he's like, "Well, yeah, he told me to put the fear of God in him, and when fear is not enough." And it's a really cool scene because, as we were talking about earlier, he sees the twins again at the door.
And they're bruised and
their noses are broken.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he says the exact same line. He says, "Do you know who I am?" He's like, "Yeah." And he shuts the door. He's like, "I told you it's Bruce Wayne."
Yeah.
And they let him in without any like problems. Talks to Falcone. Falcone explains the whole thing like, "Yeah, I did kill the guy."
Mm-hmm.
And then he makes it sound like Maroni is the reason that his parents were murdered.
Yeah.
So then you're like, oh, shit. Because it's kind of like setting up that Maroni's going to be in the next movie.
Yeah.
And I like how they never really show Maroni because I feel like they're going to get a big actor to play Maroni. Yeah, I said to my dad, I was like, imagine if it's like Pacino or De Niro. Like just a big name actor.
That'd be awesome.
And of course, it's Joe Pesci. He's the least intimidating one.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, physically, yes, but mentally terrifying.
Fooled off. But then he goes to Alfred, and I love how Alfred's just waking up from getting blown up.
Yeah.
And Bruce is like, "You lied to me." Again, showing that Bruce has no emotion.
Yeah, he's like, "I can't feel my face. This isn't the time."
But then he explains to him, Falcone told me like he killed my father, who I've been fighting for my father for 2 years.
Yeah.
And like my father isn't a good man. And then Alfred cuts him off pretty much. He's like, your father is a good man. Your father made a mistake.
Yeah.
Your father didn't think that Falcone would kill him, which he should have.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Falcone was looking for any reason to have your father in his pocket.
Yeah.
And he explains that his father was going to go to the police because he had told Alfred about what happened. And that shows how close Thomas Wayne and Alfred were.
Yeah.
And that's why Alfred cares so much for Bruce. And then I really loved what Bruce says. He's like, I thought I had my emotions like controlled. I thought I could control my fear of things.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can tell like he's actually upset what happened to Alfred. Like he does care about Alfred, he just doesn't know how to show it.
Yeah, really, he genuinely cares about Alfred.
Yeah, and then we see the bat signal through the window, and I love that shot of him like looking up.
Yeah, and then Alfred's like, "You can go."
Yeah, like Alfred realizes he has to do this. And then you think it's like Gordon calling for him, but then he gets there and Gordon's there too.
Yeah, Gordon's just getting out of his car.
Yeah. He's like, I thought it was you. He's like, no. They go up there and we see Selena beating the living crap out of Kenzie.
Yeah.
And I mean, pistol whipping him, kicking him, punching him. And you can see that she tied him up with her whip.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually didn't notice that the first time I was watching it.
Yeah.
When I saw it in IMAX, I saw the handle was like right here.
Gotcha.
I was like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Because I was wondering how she tied him up.
Yeah.
But then we find out that Kenzie was there the night that her friend was murdered, and Falcone's the one who did it.
Yeah.
And it's a really hard scene to watch. Even though you see nothing, it's all on a voicemail.
Yeah, it's all on voicemail.
But you can see that she's like crying, Selena is, and you can tell Bruce feels bad.
Yeah.
Again, Bruce knows what it feels like to lose someone you loved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that voicemail that scream is just blood curdling.
Yeah, like, and then you hear her like choking.
Terrifying. Yeah.
He's killing her.
And Falcone's like, shh, it's okay. You're gonna be fine. It's okay.
Even Gordon's
he's
like Jesus.
Yeah.
And terrifying. Then Bruce, Batman, tells Selena like, she's like, I'm gonna go kill him. And he's like, no, we can get him, just not like that. And she's like, he's like, you'll just become just like him.
Yeah.
Which is a great line.
Yeah.
Because he's telling her, like, if you cross that line, you're no better than the people we're trying to stop.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't worry about me, honey. I got 9 lives.
Yeah.
And she kicks Kenzie off the roof.
Yeah.
But then she jumps off, and Bruce, I keep calling him Bruce, he's Batman in this scene. He pulls out his grappling gun and he catches Kenzie, which is a really cool scene. And you see that Gordon's in the trailer, looks like someone's holding Batman down.
Yeah.
But you realize it's Gordon trying to help Batman hold Kenzie. Because, I mean, a full-grown man falling, you got to hold him from that grapple.
It's heavy.
And they pull him back up. He says, I'll go after her. You need to stay here.
Yeah.
And Batman explains to Gordon, he's like, I have to do this my way.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce then follows Selena to Club 44. She gets in before him. And you can tell she's like, goes to Falcone because we find out that Falcone is her father, biological father.
Yep.
And her mother was killed. Really sad. Because she's a really rough life too. Like, yeah. I feel like no one in Gotham really has a great life. Because even the rich people, the richest man there is Bruce Wayne. He's dressing up as a bat to beat up mentally ill people. But besides the
mentally
point,
poor people.
No, they're mentally ill.
Mentally poor.
They're poor and mentally ill. There's no upside. And Selena, like, she's trying to trick Falcone into being like, my friend's Anna's gone. Like, I can't find her. I think she might be dead. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, yeah. She's like, no, I have my own napkin. You can see her grab the gun.
Yeah.
She's going to kill Falcone. And then someone breaks it in. Like, someone comes in and he's like, hey, you want to come see this? And Falcone sees that it's been released, the voicemail of him killing Anna.
Yeah.
And then she comes in to go shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God, Bruce Wayne, because he's not Batman in this scene, he sneaks in the iceberg lounge, again sneaking past the twins, but this time it's only one of them, and he goes out to sea, and you can see him like sneak by.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you get the iconic scene from the trailer of him like walking in the club with the music blasting, with his makeup on, the mask up, the cap, and then he goes in this little side room, and a dude follows him in there, and I mean, Bruce gives him a 1-2.
He's just waiting for him.
And he sneaks left, straight, right, uppercut, and the dude drops.
Yeah.
And then you find out that he's holding like a little like saw in there. And he's cutting the power.
Yeah. And I love that when he beats the guy, he doesn't even take a second to look at him. He knocks him down and just walks away.
Because he realizes he needs to move quick.
Yeah.
Or Selena's going to make that mistake of killing.
Mm-hmm.
And he cuts the power. Selena's trying to follow Falcone. She whoops up his guard. And then Falcone starts strangling her with a pool stick.
Yeah.
And she slices his face open with her nails. finally getting to see why she has these crazy nails. And then she knocks them that away. He just starts strangling her, and Batman pulls Falcone off and just sucker punches him once, and he drops. Selina goes to shoot him, and Batman's explaining, like, you've suffered enough, don't suffer more. Like, saying, like, you're going to go to prison if you do this.
Yeah.
Like, all this stuff. And she drops the gun. And I think that puts us about halfway through the movie, a little more than that.
Yeah, I think a little more.
Yeah, because it's probably like 2 hours almost in. Yeah, because then it's like the final hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, a 3-hour movie makes sense.
Yeah.
So then they arrest Falcone and they start bringing him outside. And if you remember earlier in the film, they talk about bringing the rat into the light.
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure out what that means. Bruce is kind of like stuck on it. And he brings Falcone outside right under a light. And Penguin comes out. He's like, you're a rat. And Penguin looks like he's going to grab his gun and shoot him.
Yeah.
But then a single shot's fired and it hits Falcone. And it turns out to be the Riddler because they look up and Bruce is figuring out, like, bring the rat into the light.
Yeah.
And he looks and they can see where the sniper was and he runs away. Then we actually get a pretty funny little quick sequence. Batman grapples up to a window and instead of like landing on his feet all cool through it, he literally just goes through the window and like rolls.
Yeah.
It's not like a cool like roll.
Yeah, like
he just like hits
he falls over, like hits his head.
And he gets up and he kicks through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And he's moving and you can tell he's like clearing a room.
Yeah.
Because he's like moving from like corner to corner, like making sure he's up against the wall.
Yeah.
And he finds out the building's empty. And you see the gun was like literally like tied into something, make sure it wouldn't move from that exact spot.
Yeah.
Because Riddler knew how it was going to go down. And then the cops show up. We get a really cool crime scene again, showing how smart Batman is.
Yeah.
And I love the one cop's like, Batman's like holding the book. He's like, yo, Gordon, are you okay with this? He's messing with the evidence. And he like walks through, he's like, he has gloves on. And Batman's like, tell him like, read this. And it's like, Riddler explained like, he has a purpose, but he's not explaining what it is.
Yeah.
Batman sees a cage. It looks like it's full of rats. And Gordon's like, that rat really doesn't like you. He's like, it's not a rat. And it ends up being a bat. And in a really eerie and just creepy scene, he opens the cage with the bat in it and finds a card for the Batman.
Yeah.
And the coolest part is that that's all real. Like, Pattinson's reaching the cage with a live bat to grab that.
Yeah.
And he's like, that scene didn't bother me, but everyone else around me was like super nervous. He's like, I like bats. And he like grabs and it's saying like, I have one more thing for you. And he opens the card and says, my confession.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean he's already confessed to everything? And Batman doesn't really understand it either. But then he starts looking at the walls and it's like, I know the real you. If I knew what I knew then, it's like circular pictures of like Bruce Wayne everywhere.
Yeah.
So Batman's like, oh my God, he knows who I am.
Yeah.
And then Gordon gets a call and he's like, uh-huh. And he's like slowly looking at Batman. And you kind of think like, does Gordon know who he is now?
Yeah.
You're for a second like, does everyone know that he's Bruce Wayne now?
Yeah.
But then he's like, Riddler only wants to talk to you. And we get probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. The interrogation between him and... Well, they capture Riddler first, but that's not really... It's not... Like, they capture him, which is big, but nothing really happens except they arrest him.
They find out that he's in, like, a coffee shop across the street, and they all kind of move in and just arrest him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's really it.
Yeah.
But then...
But I did love the shot when he's looking at Batman through the glass, and he starts smiling.
He's so happy to see him.
Yeah.
He's like, my friend! And, oh my God, there's a lot to talk about. Actually, no, we only have 5 more points left. But then we get the interrogation scene, and Batman's talking to him, and you can tell he's like, "Oh God, he knows who I am," because he starts like just saying Bruce, Wayne, But then he starts talking about like everyone only cared about Bruce Wayne, this rich boy that was living in a penthouse at the top of Wayne Tower, looking down at everyone. He's like, "That's not an orphan." Yeah. And then Riddler explains that he was an orphan. He's like, the rats biting at my fingers when I would wake up, a baby dying every winter. He's like, that's an orphan.
That's being an orphan.
And I mean, he has a point.
He definitely has a point.
But then he's like, and then he's like, me, you worked on this together, Batman. And all he's like, your mask is so amazing. Like all this stuff. And Batman's like, no. Yeah. And he's like, did you not figure out everything? And Batman starts asking, like, what have you done? Yeah. And he's like, you're nothing but a loser who will die alone. No one will know who you are. And Riddler just starts screaming, no, no, no. Yeah. And it's so creepy because then he starts singing Ave Maria. Yeah. As Batman's banging on the glass.
And he's just smiling at Batman, just singing it. And Batman's just slamming on the glass, trying to get to him.
I wish he broke through and grabbed him. He might have killed him though, so I'm kind of happy he doesn't break through. But then Batman's just screaming, "What have you done?" And I think the interrogation scene in Dark Knight will always be the best, probably the best Batman scene.
Yeah.
But this is right there. Like, I love this scene.
So did I.
Because I love how because you can tell how angry he is, because if you pay attention, his voice kind of breaks. Because he starts yelling in like the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Just as Bruce Wayne. But then Batman realizes that something else is going to happen.
Yeah.
So he gets back to the apartment where Riddler had his plan. And of course, Officer Ramirez is there.
Yeah. And that apartment is another, like, reference to Seven, because he has, like...
It is literally...
Yeah, because he has hundreds of notebooks that are just him just rambling on about stuff the same way John Doe did in that movie.
Yeah.
So...
You can do the bomb this whole... You can do the whole apartment scene.
But,
so... This is a spoiler episode anyway.
So, yeah, Batman walks in and he's kind of looking through the apartment and trying to figure stuff out. And he sees Ramirez there too, who's the cop that throughout the whole movie was like, "Why is this guy here? What's he? Are you just gonna let him do this?" So Batman grabs the carpet tool, which was used to kill.
But Batman doesn't
Mitchell.
know what it is.
Yeah. And then Ramirez is like, "Oh, that's a carpet tool. Like my uncle's a carpenter. Like I understand what that is."
Yeah, he's like, it's a flattener.
Yeah, it's a flattener. And then through that, Batman kind of realizes, like, if it's a carpet tool.
And there's just this weird carpet in the middle of the room.
Let's check under the carpet. So he rips up the carpet and finds this whole map of Gotham with these flashing lights at, like, all the places along the seawall.
Yeah, you're kind of like, you don't really understand what they are yet.
Yeah.
But then he goes to the computer because it says something, change is promised.
Yeah.
So he types that code in, that word in, and it opens up. And it's a really funny scene.
Yeah.
But this scene, it turns on, and it's a video of the Riddler. And he's like, "Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Thank you guys for the comments and the support." And during when we watched it, I leaned over to Ryan. I was like, "Hey, it's my podcast." And I thought it was so genuinely funny.
Yeah. It was funny.
But then when you start reading the comments that are on the thing, they're really creepy.
Yeah, because it's like, asking, like, what caliber,
gun,
and,
what caliber,
like, is a rifle
gauge.
good? Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I found where you can buy the mask and stuff to, like, look like Riddler."
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell Batman's slowly starting to realize.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Can I place 7 vans across all the boards and they're bombs?" And then they start going off.
Yeah.
And you just watch Gotham flood.
Yeah. And it cuts back to Riddler in jail going, like, boom,
boom,
boom. Like,
and he's so
smiling,
excited.
so happy.
So goofy.
He is a little kid in this. Like, he is.
Oh, he is.
Like,
He's a person that never had a childhood.
Yeah.
So he never grew up. Just psychotically.
Yeah.
And, no, I thought it was so well done watching the flood and stuff. And they were miniatures. I didn't know that. It was a miniature city,
really?
and they just dumped water into it.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, because they didn't want to use a ton. Because, I mean, for normally a superhero movie is like 250, 200 million, 250. This is only like 100 to 150.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. I know it's a lot. That's a big budget still.
It's a huge budget.
But for a 3-hour superhero movie, that's pretty small.
Yeah.
Because Endgame, what was that, like 310 or something like that?
Yeah, it was over 300, I think.
Yeah, and that's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
So they learned to use like miniatures, and the whole scene looks great.
Yeah.
And he's explained like people are going to be there celebrating the mayor, but the flood's going to come.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see Gotham Square Garden, which of course is a hint to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And we see the flooding starts, and Catwoman is trying to get out of Gotham, but she goes in there. Gordon gets there, and he's like, "Where's the mayor-elect?" Because Rio has officially won.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing is that Coulson's wife and son went there because I don't think they ever realized how bad their husband and father was.
Yeah.
But then I loved how, because I said it to you as soon as it happened, Gordon goes up, he's like, "We need to get you out of here." And she's like, "No, people need to stop being scared." And I'm like, she's going to get shot.
Yeah.
And she goes out to the podium, start talking, and she looks up, and there's like 20 Riddler people with guns in there, and she gets shot.
Yeah, she gets shot.
She doesn't die,
right
though.
in the shoulder. No.
Gordon then pulls her out like something out of a war movie, because you see the rounds hitting right around her, the confetti going up. But then the flooding, you can tell, is getting worse, because then Gordon hops down, and he's like waist high in water.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Batman got to make a cool entrance. He blows up the whole roof.
Yeah.
And comes down and just starts whooping on people.
Oh, dude, he beats all those guys. Like,
yeah.
He uses their guns against them. He uses
and not shooting them. Well, the one dude gets shot, and people were saying, "Oh, he kills a dude." I'm like, no. The dude's trying to shoot him, and he tilts the gun away from him, and he shoots someone else.
Yeah. It wasn't Batman.
Yeah, and then you realize that Batman throws the dude over the balcony. Like, that dude's gonna die, but then you remember that they're all hooked in.
Yeah, they're all hooked up.
So they're just dangling, which is also a hint at the Arkham games, because whenever you threw anyone over a balcony, they would get caught by something and dangle. And I thought the final battle was really good.
Yeah.
Like, people were expecting, like, a warehouse scene, but it's not going to be like that because this has to be realistic.
Yeah.
And I mean, Batman's getting pelted with rounds.
Oh, he gets the shit kicked out of him.
He's still whooping them, though.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally, we see Catwoman shows up to save Batman. Because then Batman, super smart decision, he's hanging on, like, the scoreboard. And then he sees a little fire extinguisher, so he pops it so smoke comes out, helps himself. Yeah. He starts fighting people in the smoke. He comes out of the smoke like a creature.
Yeah.
And finally, though, he starts walking at this dude, and this dude blasts him with a double-barrel shotgun. Yeah. And I mean from 2 feet.
Like right in the chest. And he flies back at least 5 feet.
Yeah, and then rolls off the side and he hangs on. You can hear him yelling. He's like screaming out of pain.
Yeah.
He's trying to hold himself, and then Catwoman saves him. She kisses him. It's a really heartwarming scene because you think it's over.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they saved it. Now it's just flight to worry about. And then that dude gets back up.
Yep.
And he tries to stab Catwoman. And to me, this scene that we're about to talk about, I think it's hinting at Venom. Not Venom. That's MCU. Bane.
Oh, really?
Because the green liquid
that
intensifies him. Because Batman's really having a hard time to get up. He's shot. He's broken, it feels like.
Yeah.
So it looks like he has this EpiPen full of this sort of serum. I think it's just adrenaline pretty much, but it's green. And he stabs himself in the leg. And I mean, he just screams.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God. And he gets up, and I mean, he picks this dude up and then slams him.
Just body slam.
And I mean, he punched, I think it was like 12 or 13 unanswered punches to the dude's face.
Yeah.
And even Selina's like watching him like, oh my God, he's going to kill this guy.
I think everybody thought he was going to kill him.
And then finally Gordon gets him to stop. And it is a PG-13 movie, so they peel the mask off, and he's beat up.
His nose is obviously broken.
Yeah, but if it was rated R, I feel like they would have shown what the actual. Because if someone punches you with hard gloves plus some wrap and hits as hard as Batman does,
you're
gonna be in a lot more pain than what that dude seemed to be. And then the dude says that he's Vengeance when they ask who he is, and you can tell to Batman he's kind of like, oh shit, like I don't want to be seen like that.
Yeah.
And then we get like the money shot of the movie. It shows like the scoreboard, the flooding gets worse. The scoreboard is hanging and it has live electricity right above the water.
Yeah.
And if it touches the water, everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
When they get the money shot, it's Batman, Selina, Jeffrey Wright, all standing on like the balcony, all facing. And to me, every time I watch, I'm like, that's the money shot. Like that's the big money people. Except for Paul Dano. But there is a Riddler dude there. They're hinting at him.
Yeah.
And Batman sees like, it feels like Batman's like, okay, I'm going to be a hero now. And he swings over there and he cuts the electrical cord. And I mean, this dude gets electrocuted. And the cool thing, that's all him. He's hanging on something. I saw like a behind the scenes clip. He pretends to cut something, like the whole rope CGI.
Yeah.
But then he falls into a pool.
Really?
Like he actually like falls back in the suit.
That's sick.
And a really good detail. So his bat symbol comes off.
Yeah.
Like he uses it as a knife.
Yeah.
The first time I watched, I didn't pay attention to it. He cuts the wire and he falls in. And then I was watching it yesterday and I was like, is he just going to come out of the wire and it's going to be perfectly back onto his chest?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. Like he doesn't have it anymore. So it shows like he got electrocuted and falls into that water and lost it.
Yeah.
And it's still just a black bat symbol now because it's just the underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Batman then has what Ryan's favorite thing is him saving people.
Yeah.
He pulls out a bat flare because it's pretty cool. He like flicks open and everything. And you can tell that Mayor Real doesn't want his help at first.
Yeah.
He starts saving, and he reaches his hand out to pull her out. Mm-hmm. And she just stares at him. And then that Mitchell's son comes and grabs his hand, showing that he trusts in Batman.
Yeah.
And it's just an awesome scene, seeing all the people following Batman.
Yeah.
And then you can talk about the final real scene.
Yeah, so that it ends with like kind of the aftermath of all the flooding. Like the sun starts coming up and it's like the day after. And you see Batman and a bunch of first responders just like covered in mud, but like pulling people out. And then Batman pulls out this one lady on a stretcher basically. And he drops her off to like firefighters and a helicopter. But she grabs his arm as he's trying to walk away to like, cause she trusts in him now. Like he's now a hero.
Yeah.
Like,
he's not just vengeance. Like he's Batman now.
He's a hero now. People trust him.
And he gives that great monologue, like explaining like, I had an effect on the city, but it's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Vengeance won't change the city, but hope will.
Yeah.
And he's showing that like he's growing.
Mhm.
And I think in the second movie, he's going to be like a hero. Still going to be beating people,
Oh yeah.
but a heroic person.
Mhm.
And then we see Catwoman one final time, and her and Batman are together. He goes to find Selina, and she's at her mother's grave. And Batman's like, Selina. And she's like, Jesus, do you ever just say hi? Showing that Batman has no idea how to talk to people.
Yeah.
And she tries to get him to like come with her. And Batman's pretty much saying, he's like, I can't. And she's like, this is going to kill you, like trying to save this city.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of hinting at that he's going to need a Robin or someone to help him.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited for. And you can tell that he doesn't want her to leave.
Yeah.
But he's also kind of understand, like, if she stays, she's going to die.
Yeah.
And he leans in to kiss her, and she backs away from him. She gets on her bike to leave.
Yeah.
But then Batman sees the bat signal, and she tells him, like, there's someone, I forgot you're already spoken for, like, that he's being rammed by the police.
Yeah.
And instead of going right to the bat signal, he chases after Selina on his bike. And, like, I really love that whole scene, like, of them driving through the cemetery together.
Yeah.
Because it's telling, like, he does care about her. Like, Batman does have feelings. Like,
yeah, genuinely, like, he
cares about Selina.
Yeah.
And then, sadly, they get to where they have to go their separate ways. Selina goes left, he goes right. And Batman the whole time's watching her from his mirror to, like, make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
And then, finally, she goes away. It cuts. She cuts away in the smoke in the distance. And he just starts speeding up. And then we get one of the reveals for what seems to be the setup for the sequel.
Yeah.
And it cuts to Arkham Asylum. We see Paul Dano crying, and it's the weirdest cry I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But then we hear some dude next to him, and we're all kind of like, me and Ryan were kind of like, that sounds like a certain actor
Sounds like
we
somebody
really
we
like.
know.
And it turns out to be Barry Keoghan's character. You get a quick glimpse of him. You can see his face is kind of all messed up.
Yeah.
But then he's talking to him. He's like, no, it's okay. He's like, you start at the top and then you become a clown. And
Yeah.
There's not many things bad with being one.
Mhm.
And you're kind of like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
And then he says, like, Gotham loves a comeback story.
Yeah. And then he says the riddle. He's like, when you have few, a singular one matters more. And Riddler's like, a friend. And they start laughing. And you hear this laugh. It's very similar. And you realize that he's going to be Joker.
Yeah.
And it's Barry Keoghan. And I think Barry Keoghan will be a great Joker.
I'm super excited to see Barry
And I love that
Keoghan's
I'm actually happy they did cut the scene, because the scene would have showed what he actually looked like.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Batman would have interacted with. I'm happy that it didn't happen yet.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, that's how the movie ends. And then we get a post-credit scene. Do not stay for the post-credit scene. It's 9 minutes of your life you will never get back.
It's very polite.
It's the
Riddler
green
saying
typing
goodbye.
again, which we saw earlier in the movie. And it's Lee Riddler just says goodbye and it ends. It's 9 minutes of waiting.
But there is, I mean, we didn't notice it, but if you pause, like if you take a picture of it and pause it, it shows a URL to a website that's kind of like
Yo Ratata.
Yeah.
Ratata. Which is an actual website that you can visit and answer riddles and get little clips from the movie.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We got a cipher picture, because me and you end up doing it. We got the cipher picture to figure out, what was it? You have it right
Maze
there.
of Riddles.
Yeah, Maze of
Cipher.
Riddles. And then you also get a Thomas Wayne video, which is pretty cool.
It was cool.
This movie had the best marketing campaign I've ever seen.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I'm sticking at a 94.
Yeah, I'm
Still
sticking 92. Yeah.
That's the highest I think we've ever rated a movie.
Yeah, I think so.
No, you gave No Way Home a 92.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give No Way Home a 93.
Gotcha.
I'm normally, if I rank higher than you, it's only normally by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I give it 94, you give it 92. And I thought this movie was genuinely incredible.
Yeah, me
like
too.
I'm late seeing it again today. It's the third time going to see it. And do you have a favorite scene?
It's hard. I love the train scene in the beginning when he just beats up those guys. It's just it's such a perfect introduction to show like he is the Shadows and he's brutal. Like,
oh yeah, like he is vengeance. He's not Batman yet. He's dressed like him, but he's not. He's not Batman yet. No, I think I'm going to either go with the opening monologue, like where you don't even see Batman, it's just him talking, or the interrogation scene. Yeah. I think every time Batman's alone with his villain, it's normally a pretty epic scene.
Oh yeah,
it's actually Justice League. Even though I don't love the Dark Knight Rises, the first time they fight him and Bane, the interrogation scene, Batman begins. It's an incredible scene. Yeah. And then Batman Begins, even though he kills Ra's al Ghul in the end, even though people are trying to say he didn't. But
he didn't kill him; he just didn't save him.
No, but we are going to answer one question that I got specifically asked to ask on the spoiler review,
Mm-hmm.
and this was from Cliff Critiques, and this was, what three things do you want to see in Batman sequels? A Robin.
Yeah, a Robin, Joker, obviously.
Yeah, and
But
I think I want to see the death of the family.
yeah,
I want to see a Robin. As sad as it's like brutal as that sounds, I want to see a Robin die.
yeah,
Because I want to see we see the effects of it 20 years later with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But I want to see the the year after effects.
Yeah. And even after that, like if that's there too, I want to see a Red Hood after that.
Yeah, and I mean, we watched that video by The Real Soups where he explains Pattinson's young enough to do 7 movies.
Yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't mind, like, Tom Holland's doing 6 Spider-Man. Why not do 6 Batman with a young Batman?
Yeah.
And I mean, this movie's critically praised. Audience are praising it. It's making bank.
It's making a lot of money. And Pattinson seems to like doing it. So
no, he said he would do them until people don't want him to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And I mean, people are all saying he's the best Batman.
Yeah.
You know, he probably feels so awkward right now. He's like, oh God. He's like, people are going to start talking to me. But no, I genuinely love this movie. Do you think he'll upgrade his suit? I'm assuming he will.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if like
I don't think it's
going to be crazy upgrades, but I think it's going to look different from movie to movie.
I don't want the white eyes anymore. Because I love how he like looks at things in this movie.
Yeah.
And like how he's looking at Selene, and then his eyes just look up to see the bat signal. Like there's so many like cool shots with how like that's how he's expressing himself with his eyes. So no, I'm super excited. I want to hear everyone's thoughts on this movie.
Yeah.
I know some people really don't like it. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It's the same people that are also saying Batman needs to smile more and that the movie's too dark.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You should have kind of known that with the trailers because the trailers made it really dark.
Yeah.
But
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So we both saw Dune in IMAX and you saw this in IMAX.
Yes.
Putting the movie aside, which one would you say is a better IMAX experience?
Experience probably Dune.
Yeah.
Because the movie's like different in the IMAX version than it was in basic version. But the car chase scene in Batman in IMAX was incredible.
Yeah.
Like that almost made me pick Batman.
Really?
Yeah, because like Dune has so many different aspects to it that are changed for IMAX.
Mm-hmm.
And Dune was mainly shot for an IMAX screen.
Yeah.
The Batman wasn't. Doctor Strange is, though. I didn't know that. It's shot for IMAX.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same thing as Zack Snyder does. But yeah, I love this movie. I highly recommend everyone to go see it in the movie theaters, like everything else. But a cool thing is that it will come out on HBO Max 60 days after the release day.
Yeah.
So you only gotta wait if you want to see it. If you want to see it once in the movie theater and then you're like, oh, I want to see it again, but I don't want to pay. You only gotta wait like a month and a half, probably.
Yeah.
2 months.
2 months.
But let me know what you guys thought about this, Ryan. What is your suggestion of the week?
I'm gonna stick with Matt Reeves and do the Planet of the Apes trilogy.
That does the last 2 though.
Oh, he didn't do the first one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought he did the first.
That's why the second and third one are better.
Yeah, that makes sense. They do get better and better.
They're making a 4th one.
Really?
With Reeves.
We'll watch him now so you can watch that one.
Yeah.
Like
I just found that out this morning.
Huh.
And they're making an I Am Legend too.
Oh yeah, I saw
with
that.
Michael B. Jordan. And my suggestion of the week is going to be Batman Under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
It's my second favorite Batman movie ever, like including live action, because Jason Todd is my boy. He's one of my favorite characters. And I did his monologue for an acting class. I had memorized it and everything.
Yeah.
So I think it's one. And Jensen Ackles plays Jason Todd.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. It's on HBO Max. You can find it anywhere. It's very easy to find on websites. I'm not going to say what those websites are used for. They're very easy to find. And anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, this movie is awesome, man. Like,
it's
just
incredible.
Go watch it.
Yeah, sorry for everyone that probably hears my dogs upstairs. They're very loud creatures. But yeah, I had an amazing time talking about this. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie in comments. DM me. If you have any recommendations that you want us to watch and to review, let us know. And we will have fun on your cruise.
Yeah.
Ryan's going on a cruise. Tomorrow. Yeah, leaves tomorrow.
It'll be fun.
That's why we had to review this pretty early.
Yeah.
We're not going to post it yet, but yeah, have fun on your cruise.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.